Hey, what's going on, people? This is Vision. You know, drama's still continuously going on. They're targeting people that I'm dealing with on a regular. They're still keeping people away. So, and they're still doing the drama. Ever since I got back from Los Angeles or LA, Santa Monica in October, they've been just working and working and working. The government of the North, and they're still using the time machine against me. Weed, all kinds of stuff like that. So I had to make Please Watch Part 3. This is it. You know, there's still this fight. I mean, and at this point, it's like what they want is not for this. They don't want this drama to go to court. The drama against me, they don't want it to go to court. So what they're trying all this stuff to turn it around. So if I go to court, then they want to have a chance. So they're gonna do everything. That's why they're stalling. They've been stalling it out for all this long, because they're trying to find the right time to be like, okay, now we could do it, because all the work and the money that they have to put in, but the years that keep going on and the money they keep spending, and then the information that keeps getting blasted out on them, then they gotta work, and then they have to stall it out some more. I found that out. That's what they're doing right now. That's why it's in 2020. It's going to be 12 years that this drama has been going on against me, and so they're using a lot with the Wi-Fi. They're changing the food, all kinds of. They just certain products, the GMOs and all that, are against me. Some of them are for my enemy FSCAR. But all these things that are happening because of the new year. Now, this election that's going to happen too, this is a critical point at this point. 2020, it's critical for who's going to get into office. Right now, there's a battle going on because of Oslama's right-hand man is going to be into office. Word got it, because he's getting into office because of me. When he gets into office, Biden is trying to assassinate. If Biden gets into office, I'm leaving America. That's a guarantee. I'm not even gonna stay in America. And Biden is not for me at all. Okay, that's why Trump wants him. Trump knows about what Biden is doing. That's why if Trump gets out, Biden's gonna get out, because he already found out Biden did wrong. Biden's all wrong. So, but if Biden gets into office, that's Osama's right-hand man. Osama got offended because his 8 years was up. His power is gone. So, Bin Laden, Biden is gonna be the resurrection of Osama and stuff. So that's and his plan to continue on against me. In fact, by that time, it's going to just be assassinating me, killing me, and stuff, because of the situation that's going on. They don't want to take it to court. There's no court that they want to do. Biden would be probably the baby step to a communistic country at that point. So I'm glad Trump did what he did. I mean, he found that Biden is in the wrong, but Trump also did. But you know what? Trump did his 4 years. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want the next term anyways. But the whole point is, they're still targeting my stuff, taking my stuff. And my enemies, I don't target their clothes. I don't even know what they wear. I don't want to know what they wear. I don't care what they wear, because I'm worried about myself. I pick my own clothes. I don't look at somebody's, oh yeah, maybe that's all right. But you know what? When I go in the store, I think of myself. I get those clothes. I think, okay, I'm gonna put this together. I think of myself. I don't think, okay, my enemies or these people are gonna like it. No. I've always been dressing like this. I've always been, looking cool, keeping my attire up. But even way before the drama, way before even this drama even had a thought of existence, I've always been looking like this. So this me looking like this with the rope and the bracelet and the hat and the fit, that has always been into play way before the drama. So if people are trying to shine light and be like, oh yeah, look at him dressing, I mean, that's because people never knew me before. And even up to now, they're still trying to disguise that on how I was before. There was no undercover. And then on top of that, there was ex-girlfriends in the past when I was young, Asian and other, that they had said, no, he's not gay. Meaning me, of course, But they want to push it because the whole world never knew me in the past. Nobody knows me in the past. The only way you could tell somebody who, if you've been kicking it with them, you've been around them for about like half hour, then you're gonna know. You're gonna feel okay. Yes, he's either like this. But then it's like, see what I found out too. Information, the software and Google built a software. That's why all this Wi-Fi is going on, because the Wi-Fi doesn't control the mind. There's no mind control. It's all based on feeling. So that means if you have a bad feeling about something, your mind's going to say no. So people are lost in limbo because they see me and they feel, okay, he's not, but then why do I get this feeling? Because it's the Wi-Fi. Google started it. It's part of all this over control that's going on. They built software and then they could target and manipulate codes. It's all coding on people. They do it with the software, but like I said, it doesn't control the mind. So don't think this Wi-Fi is a mind control thing. And people are like, oh well, I'm able to speak with my mind. You're not. Just because your mind, your mind is manifesting the words before they come out of your mouth. It doesn't mean that that's what you think. Your mind could still think something else, but your projection of the words is going to come. See, I don't do that. My mind is free from all that mind wave bullshit. And I thank God for that, or whoever that's a blessing right there. Because what's real is coming out, how does a child speak a language? You have to speak a language to the child. You can't speak to them with your mind because they're not going to grow up talking. I mean, people need to look at things like, you watch the news, you hear music, so they're talking with the voice. They're projecting it. The words might be projected before they come out of the voice, but the fact is, that's what it is. It's not your mind. That's not what your mind thinks. My mind could think, okay, the pen is blue, and then but my mind is looking at it, and it says it's green. But because the pen is green, but my mind, I'm trying to speak. Say, so you have to think about these things and how, because I mean, you just because you could do these mind waves, it's not mind talking, they're just waves, because it has to do with the Wi-Fi. That's why all this is going on. It has to do with the Wi-Fi, because in the 80s this never happened. People, I mean, I don't know, and growing up as a kid, I never heard of that drama. In the 90s, I never heard of mind waves either. I mean, this is like I think it's a full thing now, but it has to do with the Wi-Fi. I don't know. The prenatal pills. There's a chemical in the prenatal pills. That's why there's a chemical in the food. That's why you could log on. If you look nowadays at work, you go to your work, you have to have a profile. You have to log on. There's some kind of Wi-Fi going on. See, back in the days, that never happened, because eventually people are just going to be going to work like robots, and it's going to be you log on, and then you're going to be tapped into this Wi-Fi, and then you're going to become this ultimate worker or something like that. I don't know. But the whole thing is, that's what they're developing with this Wi-Fi. So that's why I had to make the Please Watch. But see, when people get that kind of power, they start to, oh, well, we don't like him, so we're going to use the power to eliminate him because it's messing with the Wi-Fi. Or whatever. They feel there's like, so then that's groups, and, it's bad. But like I said, they're upset. So they target my stuff. They take my stuff. And my enemies, I don't take their clothes. I don't care about their clothes. I don't care. In fact, if I know they're wearing a brand, and I wore it before and they started wearing it, I would stop wearing the brand. It's just back in the day I used to wear certain brands because I liked the quality of clothing. I liked how how they put together their clothes. I like the material they use. I mean, there's a lot. When I pick my clothes, it's just, okay, I pick. No, no, no. There's a lot of thought going into the clothing I pick. It's not just like, okay, let me just get this real quick. No, no, no. I mean, I have to look at something. It has, and then, so that's what I do. I mean, I'm my own person, I mean, when I was a kid, about like 6 years old, maybe I had like my mom, but see, I'm older now, and I don't even live with her. So, I don't need nobody next to me to be like, oh yeah, get this. I mean, if I'm with a girl and we're together, she gets me something, or yeah, I'll wear it, or yeah, we go out to the store, she wants to see something on me, yes, but that's different. I'm in a relationship with this girl, and that's happened before, so, even before the drama. So it's like right now, what they're doing is investing their money in high-tech cock blocking on me, because that's all it is. It's just a high-tech cock block, making sure, okay, he can't get nobody. Why? Because I offend him. Why? Because they're wasting money. They don't like that. They don't like that I'm not with them and I'm not around them, and they get offended. They get offended that I have a problem with their system and shit, and they don't like that I'm blasting out on what they're doing and stuff like that. But it's like, that's wrong. You don't do that to people. People are not a video game. You just don't load up Sims and start thinking, okay, well, here the whole world is Sims now and shit. Fuck, no. That shit gotta go. Because how was Sims created in the first place? How was everything created in the first place? It took non-suppressed minds to make technology. It took a mind of a person who was non-suppressed to make smartphones. It took see what they're doing is they're trying to say I'm segregating, but they're segregating, and they're not only segregating, they're eliminating. So they want these type of people to be dominating, and it's a weird thing. I could get into it, but my way is correct. And they're trying to say, oh, well, my enemy's ways. I mean, their ways is just getting away with crime, getting away with shit. They're trying to say, I'm getting away with crime? What am I doing? But just putting money, insurance is getting more money, stores are getting money, somebody's getting paid. I mean, name brands. I used to own a business. If you have a name brand, before you get a certain in that, you have to have insurance. The stores have to have insurance, but it doesn't mean, okay, we got to go in there and just ransack the place. No. It just goes to show any loss, anything is protected and stuff. I mean, they have security guards, they have all that kind of stuff. I mean, if my situation is because a group of people put me in this situation. I didn't put myself in this situation. And then the government with the chip and all that other stuff and all the whole high-tech thing. See, if this goes to court, the government knows on what they did to me and how I'm 100% against it. So they're going to do as much as they can to stall it out, to try to turn it around. And it's like 12 years. They took over what a gang was doing. So what does that tell you about those people who are doing this to me? Because I'm not going into their house and taking their clothes. I'm not going and trying to cock block them. I'm just pointing out on what they're doing to me, on how and they're trying to justify their actions on me. Like I said, Biden gets into office, I'm out of here, but hopefully he doesn't, because Trump just blasted out a whole bunch of stuff what he did, and Osama wants his power again. He lost his, that's the only way. So Biden in office, You're gonna see a resurrection of a power that was destroyed. And me, what do I want? Just my kids to live nice and cool and me to raise them? Look, regardless of what happens, if this doesn't go to court, if this does go to court, I'm leaving America and I want my kids to be good. I want them to live nice. I didn't have my kids for them to live a fucked up life. Now, the life that's on me right now, my whole life was good until a certain point. But see, I know the source. I know I didn't put myself in this situation. I know I didn't do anything for me to be in this situation. How this situation occurred on me is a person. First enemy, first Red Mexican's master, Heather. He never had a life. He never had, before all this drama happened, he was jealous of me. He was jealous of me because I had a family, I had a business, I employed people, I had clothes, I had food, my house, my place was looking clean, people, everybody, and he didn't have nothing. He couldn't even fix a car. He didn't have no bank account. He lived in an apartment with some dude named Jorge, and Jorge was the one that was pulling, and Heather didn't have a life. He sold drugs and that was it. He couldn't. He was scraping by. He couldn't even get a car. He didn't have a car. I had 2 cars, 2 bank accounts, clothes, money, family, everything. But he saw all that, and the way the Red Mexican scams were at that time, and I don't know if they changed, but I eliminated how the way they did things. They used to target people back in the day. Find out the successful people, the ones who are doing good, target them and destroy their lives. So then they can get a better life. They either take their money, they fraud them, they do all kinds of stuff. The government of the North is for that. They found out, so they're trying to make the Red change. They still want to make Red come into play because they're offended of me. And so they want to say, oh, well, he's gay. And so because they put all this money and all this drama with the Red, so that's what they're trying to do. They're pushing hard, they're working, and then they're trying to say, oh, they're for me. They're not for me whatsoever. They target me, they take my clothes, they do all this wrong stuff. What they do to me is more of an incentive to stay up and get out of Northern California. In fact, it's going to be in 2020 that I'm going to leave Northern California, guaranteed. I've already got it set, So whoever comes into office, that's going to be the determinant on whether I'm going to stay in America or not. So had to please watch part 3. This is it. Like I said, Heather never had a life. Heather had to destroy my life so he could have a life, because he was the first master of the Red Mexican scams, and that's what the Red Mexican scams did back in the day. But thanks to me, all that drama stopped. Net bullying, everything. Everybody stopped that shit because it had to take one person to make a difference. And this is it. And I'm still making a difference because I'm blasting out on all these Wi-Fi codes that they got shooting out against me. So people could get these wrong feelings on me, because the Wi-Fi doesn't control the mind. It controls the feelings. And if you got a wrong feeling about something, like I said, your mind's going to say no. But if your mind's strong enough, mind over matter, then your mind's going to say, yes, he's telling the truth. But if you get a wrong feeling, that's why people are lost in limbo. But remember, mind over matter. And their matter ain't nothing. It doesn't matter. This is the real. YouTube, Google me, Leo Rubin MySpace. My channel is linked up to the profile. That's it. At this point, it's just YouTube and MySpace. Still can't post anything. But remember, only one profile, one channel. Later, people.